Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of the randomizer series here on TEW 2020. As we are at the northwest now of the Welcome to the Greatest Show tour. We're almost at the end of it. We are very, very close, but I mean, this has been quite the tour. Just trying to figure out, what works, what doesn't work. If there's any chemistry between the guys, and so far I think it's been pretty successful, to be honest. It could have went a whole lot worse. Obviously, starting from the bottom, you can only go up from here. But it's nice that we've really come across some pretty good stuff along the way. So that's fun. As far as this show goes, this is gonna be quite the little show. We have a new feud starting this show, so that's always fun and exciting to see. We're gonna have a couple of new debuts. Finally, it's been an idea. I've had this angle. I've had this idea for at least the past 4 or 5 shows, like literally since the beginning of the series, but just haven't really found the perfect time because I'm afraid the angle's going to do very, very poorly. But we got a show now. We could finally run the angle and debut the people, so that's should be very, very interesting. It's kind of funny how in this mod there's only 2 places that are over 100 or just under 100 capacity, and one of them's in Anchorage, Alaska. We can't go there because it would not make sense for the traveling carnival gimmick to just hop on a ship and head on over to Alaska, or hop on a plane. Everybody, it just wouldn't be. It wouldn't make sense in this fictional universe. Trying to have logic, it can be quite interesting, but I'm gonna try to keep at least some logic in it. As we'll start obviously top from the bottom. Main event. Oh no! Wait a minute. Before we get there, hold the phone. We have backstage incidents as always with this series. Hong Dog Man and Mr. America, being obnoxious. Hong Dog Man provoked Mr. America and got into a heated argument. Now we have to figure out how to deal with Hong Dog Man because it's Hogan. We're just gonna give him a stern warning. Is Tom Pritchard and Yamato, 2 people have not debuted yet. Tom Pritchard almost got into a fight, which after he caused some damage to his rental car. I'm just gonna find him. There we go. PCO and Brian Pillman, as PCO was being a jerk backstage, eventually threw a punch at Brian Pillman, which is a bad move, though, as he ended up being beaten up at the result of it. I feel like he learned his lesson already, but we'll just give him a stern warning. And then Negro Casas and Akio Sato. I said Aki Sato. As Akio Sato got into a fight with Negro Casas after he caused some damage to his rental car. So now I have to just figure out how to deal with Negro Casas. A stern warning. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so now back on to where we're at. So the main event, it's finally, we're going to do that draw between Mass Superstar and the Hong Dog Man. It's just, might as well. We're at the point. Why not send the people home at this fucking carnival unhappy with a draw? As I will make sure it's the time limit draw. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, perfect. This has been just a feud that's been perfect for us. We've had the Mr. America and Nikita Koloff, but I would actually prefer this one over that one. But that's just a personal thing. Either way, it works. As I will do the Hong Kong Man music number angle. Another tried and true gimmick. I want to say it's always 3 minutes. Nice. Alright. So, this is, again, because we're kind of looking backwards, this won't make sense, but Mr. America is going to make the save as Lance Storm threatens to throw down the un-American flag. So, context for that. Mr. America, making the save, that's obviously, we get that part. But the Lance Storm part, so, I'm going full on, the un-American Lance Storm. He's going to have the un-American flag, it's going to be a whole ordeal. Just playing up to what he did, with Christian and Test, and then, just, I don't want to say also too Regal, but I don't know why. I don't think it was Regal. Maybe it was. I think it was after the initial run with Christian and Test, then it turned into with Regal as well. But, I don't know why I just auto-named it, but that's alright. After, he's going to have a match with Kenta. It's going to be, another promo with Lance Storm as well before that, where it's, anti-America. You're gonna see two of, two non-Americans put on an absolute show, and your people are gonna love it. Type of just heel heat. And we'll type this out. Throw down. Which is kind of funny that he's gonna throw it down, but I was gonna have him actually try to burn or throw down the American flag, but it just kind of doesn't make sense. We might as well just have him have the un-American flag. But nonetheless, Mr. America making the save. I don't know why I made it off entertainment. I could have made, I guess, acting probably would be more on the nose. There we go. So now we'll do the Kenta Lance Storm match. Lance Storm will get the win. Because Lance Storm's done a pretty good job so far. If I do say so myself. I was kind of nervous saying that we have a lot of technically sounded guys. And with obviously our product being more of the hardcore variety. But so far it's really came out well. We're going to have this one steal the show. Nice, nice, nice. And then the Lance Storm anti-American promo. Just these carnival goers eating it up. Just can't get enough of it. Just can't stand this man and Lance Storm. So obviously another. Well, no, not before we get to another tradition of ours, the Fans Bring the Weapons match, tag match that we've done before. Because obviously we don't have a lot of tag teams. It's going to be Rikishi no Jose taking on the world class Human Cannonballs. I should probably just make Rikishi no Jose a tag team, because it's been, how many tag matches they've had? They've had at least 3. So it's might as well. This time though, Ghetto and Jado are gonna get the win. Jado and Ghetto, as I think we're gonna have it be car crash. And yeah, I'm okay with that. I think it's pretty solid. It's the old double senton. Rikishi. No way, Jose. I would just, yeah, we'll just have it be that for now. We won't give him a finish, but just for now, just to have him have a tag team in the game, since we've used them as quite the babyface tag team, the dancing babyface tag team. And so the Fans Bring the Weapons match. It's going to be obviously Fit, it's his gimmick, and he's going to take on Rob Van Dam. So it's going to be, one of the more high-profile Fans Bring the Weapons matches we've had. And honestly, we might push this up the card, because this is going to be pretty awesome. With Rob getting the win. So Fitz now, he was kind of rolling with a lot of these, and now he lost to the Repo Man, and oh, that's right. That's right, Fitz can only work 10 minutes. And, which, speaking of the Repo Man, we're going to have him cut a promo. Just an injury update promo. He's actually fine, but, we got to sell the gimmick. Which, even though these people are like, why is this man cutting a promo about, his injury? His strange shoulder is not going to matter about his business, about repo and cars. He's going to still be able to repo all your sons of bitches, as just pretty much turning on the fans, even though trying to get some sympathy with his injury angle and then turn it on the fans. It's basically how that is set up. And yeah, and I think, boy, so I have pretty much everything else is just angles, so we're going to have to add another match for sure. As you see, time-wise, not doing great. We have a lot of time still on our card sheet. As Trevor Lee is going to come out, and we'll probably have him have a match maybe afterwards. Who knows? I don't, not entirely sure, but basically he's going to tell the tale of a Bloody Mary. Telling the kids that if you say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, she will appear and scratch your eyes out. But then after he says it the 3rd time, when he's like Bloody Mary, after the 3rd one, Bloody Mary appears from behind him, and just he sells it. It's like, oh, geez, and just really putting over, obviously, Liv as Bloody Mary, as Chipper Lee tells the tale. Bloody Mary. It's probably a 3-minute promo, nothing crazy. Maybe we'll have Bloody Mary have a match. Maybe. We'll see. Just because I think that'd be pretty easy idea. Yeah, I mean, the problem is we don't have a lot of women that are great. Is the question. It's this. Yeah, because she's the only one who hasn't debuted yet. So Alicia kind of stinks. Afamiyuku kind of stinks. I can't remember the Brooke. I love Tough Broad. That kind of, or the gimmick. I want to say it's Linus Asuka is the one who isn't shit on. I think. The Joshis. I could be wrong. And I'm just, gonna take a shot in the dark and just say that old Bloody Mary's got to get the win here. It's kind of going to be a bit of a squash, even though we're supposed to have a little, not so much time. Obviously we're, well, I mean, right now we're at 78, which we wouldn't be penalized for it, even though they're expecting around 90, which, God bless them for that. As, yeah, we'll have that be, obviously, after the Trevor Lee gimmick. As, yeah, and then the Howard Finkel intro to open up the show. Then we still have so much time, as we might just end up. Welcome, everyone, to the greatest show on earth. Gotta love it. So, I mean, we've kind of done a lot of different ways of having Howard do this. We've had him do an entertainment, microphone. Feel like it's just not gonna work, but probably because it's a repetitive angle. But we're at a new town every week. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I guess that's just me. As so now we just gonna have to figure out what to fill the rest of the card with. Probably something after the Bloody Mary Linus Asuka match. Maybe a multi-man match, maybe a 4-way, just to have the show off. Let's see what we got here. So Negro Casas out there. Let's throw out Glacier. Let's throw out Bobo Brazil, because he'll be the one who wins this thing. And then Dr. Tom Pritchard. So we're just kind of throwing out everybody out there who hasn't really worked in a hot-ass minute. But Bobo Brazil's going to get the win. I want to say Negro Casas is going to probably be the worst of the 3. Or of the 4, rather. Well, yes, out of the 3. Because obviously Bobo's winning, so it doesn't really matter with him. Yeah, so we'll do, Rikishi. Oh, wait, Jose. Do a dance number. So we got, so we have, with some of the kids from the crowd. Yeah, so we got a lot of numbers here. We got music numbers. We got dancing numbers, which is the fucking worst, is what we are. I was thinking numbers, and I was like, oh, Honky Tonk Man, but no. Fucking Keisha, no way, Jose. I believe we've done this before, and it didn't go off so well, which is why I did not do it, because I want to say that was the case. I mean, maybe it'll work well. Who knows? That was just 2 minutes. Alright, so we got 8 minutes to fill in some time. Boy, oh boy. So we can have a singles match. So we got, I just want to do the males. Daisuke, who we threw together in a tag match, I want to say that's what we did. I kind of forgot what we had him do. So, that's odd. Oh, wait. says he's been used, but he hasn't. It was in independent wrestling. All right, so it might have been. Was it a pre-show that, or as an angle? I don't. That was weird. Guess it was an angle. All right. So let's see here. What would be decent line? I kind of want to do him and Tanahashi. That just kind of makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. As far as Tanahashi goes, Tanahashi usually does around a 44 from what I remember. Yeah, 46. Yes, I think he'll outperform Daisuke. I think. We shall see. Oh. We'll have to beat Gorgeous George, I guess. Alright. And it'll probably be... Man, I'm very, very nervous about it, to be honest, because I know that tag match is going to do pretty well. I'm going to have it be there. Honestly, I think we're going to have the Fans Bring the Weapons match be there. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's take a look at the booking now. Alright, everything's good. Save it. Let's run the show. Yep, 33. Yep, fucking Howard. Killing it. As Trevor Lee tells the Bloody Mary tale. After his third time, Bloody Mary appears behind him. Which he sells brilliantly. Trevor Lee just over the top and goes, oh, God, loses the top hat and fucking runs away out of the ring. Which then brings out for the match, which is a 17. She did great. Lived as Bloody Mary, getting the win at 4:35 with a submission. But I'll have to give her a finish. Not really sure what, because anything with the eye, could result in a disqualification, which I guess we can maybe get away with, because they don't really call disqualifications a lot, obviously, for that type of stuff. I'm just thinking a little too legitimate with that. But at 34, that's probably the best any woman can do, which is hilarious, but that's where we're at. I got a 17 as Daisuke Sakamoto and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Yeah, Tanahashi outperformed him there. It's funny how they're in a carnival in front of 57 people. Obviously, throw that in Japan, it's going to be a little better, but we'll take it, though. And Tanahashi at 36-29 for Daisuke. German suplex in 8:26. So, yeah, the dancing number does a 29. That's not the greatest, but the tag match, at least, with a 40. Yeah, they hate No Way Jose, and he was off his game with a 15, but everybody else did great. Rikishi with a 52, 40 for Jado, 30 for Geto. Geto pinning No Way Jose with a double senton. Yeah, I mean, Geto. World-class human cannonballs. Good on him. Killing it. As the 4-way, does pretty well. As, Glacier with a 34. Yeah, Negro Casas was the worst. But Tom Pritchard was booed by they were not particularly thrilled with him. But Bobo Brazil with a 48, though. So he gets the one with the Coco. But Bobo is been doing really well in the undercards because we're going to have to throw a lot of people out there. But now we kind of know how everybody's at as far as ratings-wise. Is Repo Man, Injury Man. Oh, boy. That was... I just now realized I named it that. I probably just was cutting the promo I was typing out, and I just couldn't fucking think, and I just put man. The 32, though, could have been a lot better, I forgot I should have moved that a little up, but that's alright. Should have moved that before the fucking Fans Bring the Weapons match, but Lance Storm's Anti-America promo, it's a 29. Didn't do well not following the script. The match is a 55, though, as Lance Storm getting in with the straight shooter, and 7:53. As that Kenta taps out. A good little match. Got the crowd buzzing, so that's all you can ask for. Really changing the tune there, but the post-match angle doesn't do a whole lot. It's a 47. Hogan did his thing. Lance Storm just not doing great. Not as nice as far as promos-wise. Or angles-wise, rather. Even though he shouldn't have had to follow script. That's alright. Yeah, the Fans Bring the Weapons match, and Van Dam tears his quad. That is tough. Yeah, it was gonna be obviously Van Dam, but with the torn quad, had to drop the tombstone on the chair. So Fit gets the win. Boy, I mean, Van Dam's gonna be out for at least the remainder of the year. There goes that. Wow, that is tough. The Honk Tonk Man music number does not go over well. 29 on 52 though for the draw. Yeah, I mean that was kind of a shit show to be honest. We didn't have anything above a 60. Yeah, I mean that was not great. Not great at all. Oof. Yeah, I mean best thing was Lance Storm and Kenta, and also the Fans Bring Weapons match. But yeah, that was not good. So just kind of our next show. It's gonna be in the Southwest. Mad Superstar, Honky Tonk Man, 2 out of 3 falls. We're probably gonna do Mr. America and probably a Bobo Brazil taking on Lance Storm and somebody. I'm not really sure. Maybe it'll be Pillman. Maybe that'll be the way we bring in Pillman. Not exactly sure. But that's just kind of the idea. It's definitely Master Superstar Honk Tonk Man, 2 out of 3 falls. Obviously, we'll do the Fans Bring the Weapons match with Fit against probably Shuji Ishikawa. It's been a while since we booked him. That's just kind of where we're at. Let's give Van Dam a nice hug after what he went through. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna feel like we've put over Lance a good bit, but I think it's been well deserved. And trying to think who else. Fit maybe for not getting injured, and he's been done. He's been doing Fans Bring the Weapons matches all across the United States. So that'll do it for that episode. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys next time for the continuation of the world's Welcome to the Greatest Show on Earth tour. Take care, everyone.